Hey y'all, it's Brian. Doing my second edition of Brian's Banter. This time I concentrate on a little bitty subject we like to call baseball. With the playoffs starting today and game 163 occurring yesterday between the Tigers and the Twins, which the Twins won, we have our playoff field set. Who's not in there? My White Sox, of course. But there's a team in the majors where everybody loves to get on the bandwagon, and that team is the Chicago Cubs. And that is the subject of my banter slash rant. Come on now, let's take a look at this honestly. The Chicago Cubs have the longest drought between World Series titles. They won one in 1908, and they haven't won since. Okay? And everybody seems to get on the bandwagon to think when they're doing well that the Cubs will actually win a World Series title. Wake up, okay? It's not going to happen. It never has happened. It hasn't happened since 1908, and it will not happen. Not with the way the Cubs are right now. Last year, they had the best record in the National League, 97 wins. What happened? They get swept out of the playoffs. 1997, win the Central Division. What happened? They get swept by the Arizona Diamondbacks. And you knew it was going to be that kind of um, playoff series when on the first pitch, Chris Young takes takes a Rich Hill pitch and blasts it out of the ballpark. That was 2007. Now, I have run into a lot of Cub fans when I worked in Linwood, Illinois, doing baseball, and when I do baseball at Chicago State University and a couple of other places, and they all seem to think that the Cubs will win a World Series. I don't. Okay? Ron Santo in 69, chased by a black cat. Leon Durham, 1984, right through his legs. Will Clark, 1989, eating upset. Brave shut the door, 1998. Steve Bartman, 2003, eating upset. Swept in 90, swept in '07, swept in '08. They're failures. Period. Okay? Especially when you have a pitcher admitting that he does not work out, i.e. Carlos Zambrano, you know there's an issue. And it's the fault of Lou Piniella with not taking issue with some of his players not trying hard. That's all to it. Okay? And unless they get on the same page, and figure out, hey, we got a curse to break some kind of way, it'll never get done. And every year that they fail to win a World Series, I will be sitting at home laughing. Okay? Just like I was this year. Yeah, the White Sox may not have made it to the playoffs. Okay? But we're in a better position than the Cubs. All right? And we'll always be in a better position than the Cubs. Period. Marty Brennaman said it best after an incident at Wrigley Field. Quote, at the end of the day, they still are the Chicago Cubs. And they will figure out a way to screw this whole thing up. And they have screwed it up for 101 years. Okay? Do you know everything that's happened in 101 years? Do you know everything that has transpired in 101 years? A big ship called the Titanic built, sailed, and sank. Radio, TV, both invented. Cars were invented. Uh, every other team in Chicago has won at least one world title. The White Sox won in 2005. The Bears, 1985. The Chicago Wolves won 4 cups. The Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup in 1962, and they returned to the Stanley Cup Finals in 1992, and they were just recently in the Final Four last year. You know what the Bulls did. 6 world titles in 8 years. Okay? The only team that's left is the Cubs. And they will be the lone one standing out unless they get everything together, and I say it's not going to happen. Okay, I'm done ranting. And I'm done ranting. That's it for this edition of Brian's Banter. Leave your comments at the bottom of the page. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any suggestions, give them to me. Leave them at the bottom of the page or drop me an email sometime soon. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.